The Carolina Pro Football Report, presented by National PAL. Support National PAL at nationalpal.org.
Welcome to the Pro Football Report on ADSN. I'm Colin Cole. As training camp starts winding down, there are still a few jobs that are up for grabs. Most of you know the kicking situation has heated up to the maximum level. What was a non-competition at the beginning of training camp has now seen two different kickers come in since the start of camp. The most recent being Ryan Santoso, who was picked up in a trade from the Giants. Unfortunately, that left kicker Dominic Eberle as the odd man out and now a casualty of that competition. So with two kickers left in camp, that makes the competition between Joey Sly and Ryan Santoso all that more important to Coach Rule.
Well, the field goal block period wasn't, what we wanted, but then just the different situations of having to come off the sideline kick, which is a little more game-like, realistic. Both guys did a good job there, so. We'll go back and evaluate the tape for today and, see what tomorrow brings. We purposely did that just two different times today just to kind of make it as realistic as possible. Obviously, we're not kicking the ball the way we want right now, so we wanted to bring in some competition and just explore all options. I know that Joey can do it. I'm expecting him at some point here. I'm hoping for him that he just kind of gets over this little lull that he's in right now and kicks the way that I know he's capable of. At the same time, we're gonna bring guys in and see what's the best thing for the team.
I mean, you just support them no matter what happens, just like we would anyone else on the team.
Take each day, evaluate each player based upon what I see, and Joey's made 50 kicks in the National Football League. I mean, he can make kicks, and just to me right now, it's a matter of sometimes in life you kind of go through a valley, and you gotta fight, scratch, and claw your way out of it, and I'm sure he will. I really do. I believe in Joey Sly, and I'm sure he will. At the same time, we have to just continue to bring in competition so that we put the best what we think could be the best opportunity to win out there. So.
The toughest thing about training camp is that you have to bring in enough people that compete at every position. They felt very confident and comfortable with Joey Sly to begin with training camp. I felt like he was the guy that definitely was going to take the reins and didn't feel like they needed to bring in anybody to compete with him. However, certain things happen. Considering kickers are just a different breed. It's a different position all around. I think back to some things during my career, especially a time during my career where I remember back when Green Bay had kicker Mason Crosby, and at one point he was missing a lot of kicks during the season, but they stuck with him. I think that the tough thing about kickers is, they don't. It's not an easy position to play. It's not something that you can go out and get 30 guys and decide out of the best of them. The consistency that is needed to play that position is a very mentally difficult and challenging position to have. So the competition itself is difficult, but I think that it's something that is well needed. Unfortunately, Sly has missed a pair of field goals from both 37 and 63 this preseason, but he also missed a 43-yard extra point as well. So a lot of those factors that doesn't help him. He has the history with the team, obviously with Coach Rule last year, this being his third year coming into the league. It's a tough position, a tough situation, but special teams is obviously an important phase of the football game. And considering some of the things that we're unable to get accomplished last season and throughout this preseason, we are where we are at this point. So I would say that this competition is a great battle and great opportunity for both Joey Sly and Mr. Santoso, who can come in and kind of see who can land the job. And then going into this last preseason game, you have to consider that this is an opportunity for those men that are on the bubble currently, that are trying to make the roster, to really shine, especially on special teams, that they can really get an opportunity to make this team, specifically because of what they can do on the special teams roster. So I'm looking for a lot of guys to really step up in that regard and do their best to make this team by making sure that they perform above and beyond on the special teams unit. Honestly, I've seen a number of guys take that special teams unit job and that role to the heart and really make a way for themselves and make a career for themselves by playing special teams. So I think that there's a number of guys that will definitely benefit from this last game and really proving that they can get down the field on coverage teams as well as protection teams to put their best foot forward to to land a job in the NFL for this program. Thank you again for joining me on the Pro Football Report. Again, I'm Colin Cole. Don't forget to catch the preseason finale against the Pittsburgh Steelers at Bank of America Stadium.
The National Police Athletic and Activities League helps support the mission of kids, cops, and communities. nationalpal.org